A cigar? For breakfast? This week on TCN. Before we start this off, I need to tell you guys I've had this cigar before and it didn't impress me. It could have been that I was pairing it with hotel coffee. It could have been that I had just driven 14 hours that day. It could have been that I was just in the middle of Iowa. But either way, I didn't enjoy this stick, but I'm giving it a second try. This is the M by Macanudo, the brand's very first infused cigar back in 2019. The idea behind this stick is that with its coffee infusion, it either makes a really great breakfast cigar or you have it after dinner to kind of indulge that sweet tooth. And by that chocolatey smell that's filling the room right now off of the infusion of this guy, I think he's going to do great at both. This bad boy is featuring an Indonesian wrapper with a Filipino binder and a nice blend of Nicaraguan fillers. The review states that on the first third we should taste some milk chocolate, cotton candy strangely enough, some earth, some nice floral notes, a little bit of coffee, and some leather. On the second third he says it rounds off a bit and we should be getting some leather, some cocoa, some earth, on top of some cedar and pencil shavings, I guess. He says on the final third it's predominantly cream, earth, and cedar, but with undertones of leather, tree bark, popcorn, toast, yeast, and some floral notes. This cigar seems to be a mosh pit of different flavor profiles, and I can only be excited to start smoking this stick and see if it holds to the review. He doesn't go much into the dry puff, but I have to say, I get a little bit of like rum chocolate off of this. Alright, we're a good chunk through the first third, and I have to say I'm getting some bitter coffee, kind of espresso-y, and some sweet chocolate. So they kind of counterbalance each other and make one and the other not great, but not terrible. Other than that, some very light earthy tones, which I have been finding very pleasant. But let's go into the next third and see how things hold up. Making our way through the second third of the stick, I have to say that the chocolate and the espresso have really taken a step back, becoming more undernotes as a nice earthy tobacco has taken over as the main flavor profile. I'm enjoying it, but it's definitely not as crazy and flavor filled as the review states. But let's see how that last third goes and see if this thing can surprise me. Alright, we're on the final third here, and I have to say, it's mostly just bold, earthy tobacco with hints of bitter, dark chocolate. I'm not the biggest fan, but let's see what I'm going to rank this bad boy. Even knowing the reviewer gave this guy an 80 out of 100, I'm going to have to give him a 55 out of 100. I think it's a fairly average stick, and I don't think I'll be coming back to it. Really the only negative thing I'd have to say about the cigar is it's definitely not as sweet as its infused counterparts. Otherwise, it feels a little spongy, but it had pretty decent construction, a good, clean, even burn, and the draw was nice and smooth. But that's all we got for this time. So why don't you hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below about what you think about this breakfast cigar. And I'll see you guys next time.